Hello, students. How are you? I hope you will be fine. We are discussing about the poem Lakshman written by the Indian poetess Toru Dutt. This poem is based on a mythological story of Ram's banishment from Ayodhya. Sita and Lakshmana also accompanied him to the forest. This poem tells us about Ram's going after a golden deer. Suddenly, Sita hears loud cries of pain and she thinks that her husband is facing some danger. She asks Lakshman to rush to Ram's rescue, but Lakshman is not willing to leave Sita without any protection. By this reason, Sita scolds Lakshman and angry with him. In previous two videos, we have discussed about this poem. Let's start the poem. Art thou in secret league with those who from his hope the kingdom rent? Sita scolding Lakshman and saying that Lakshman had a secret aim for not going to help the Ram because he wanted to uh, take the kingdom of Ayodhya, and she says Lakshman that Lakshman was a spy from his ignoble foes to track him in his banishment, who wants to track in his banishment. And wouldst thou at his death rejoice? Uh, Sita accuses Lakshman that when Ram will die, you will be happy on his death. I know thou wouldst, and sure ere now. Sita says that I know you Lakshman, मैं तुम्हें and I am sure that when first thou heardest that well known voice, when you first heard the voice of Ram, thou shouldst have run to aid, I trow. Then, when you heard the voice of Ram, you should go to help the Ram at once, but you did not go. This shows that you had a secret ambition in your heart. Learn this, whatever comes may come, but I shall not survive my love. Of all my thoughts, here is the sum. Witness its gods in heaven above. In these lines, Sita is saying to Lakshman that you have to learn this region, this thing, that whatever comes may come after Ram's death, whatever happened, but I shall not survive my love. Sita says that she will not survive without his love, without Ram. And all my thoughts here is the sum. Witness its God in heaven above. Or this is all my thoughts, and God knows that who is sitting in the heaven very well that my thoughts is pure. If fire can burn or water drawn, I follow him, choose what thou wilt. Sita tries to uh, rebuke Lakshman that if fire once, or water drawn him. Then I will follow my husband, Lord Ram. Now you have to choose what you want, what you did. Truth with its everlasting crown, or falsehood, trickery, and guilt. At last, truth will come because nobody can hide truth for more time, and falsehood, trickery, and guilt will end one day. Remain here with a vain pretense of shielding me from wrong and shame, or go and die in his defense and leave behind a noble name. In these lines, Sita scolds Lakshman and says that he is staying on there under a false excuse of protecting her from any wrong and shame. He should rush to help Lord Ram, and even if he dies while defending Ram, he will earn a good name for herself. Choose what thou wilt, I urge no more. My pathway lies before me clear. I did not know thy mind before. I know thee now and have no fear. Sita says that he may choose whatever he likes. She will no more insist on anything. Sita feels that now her way is clear. Now that she has come to know Lakshman's real self, he has no fear now. Earlier, she did not know Lakshman and his hidden motives. This poem is very appealing because Torudat's art of narration is perfect. She said and proudly for him turned. Was this the gentle Sita? No. Flames from her eyes shoot forth and burnt. The tears therein had ceased to flow. When Ram has gone after the golden deer, which Sita wanted to possess, Ram does not return soon. Sita hears the cry, which he thinks to be Ram's. He asks Lakshman to rush to Ram's rescue, but Lakshman does not move from there. After all, he was asked by Ram to safeguard Sita from all dangers. At this, Sita becomes angry and turns her head from Lakshman. She is completely changed at Lakshman's disobedience. She is not her normal self now. Flames of anger shoot from her burning eyes. These flames have dried her tears within her eyes. Hear me, O Queen, ere I depart. No longer can I bear thy words. They lacerate my inmost heart and torture me like poisoned swords. In these lines, uh, at this, Lakshman requests Sita to listen to him before he departs. Sita, Lakshman cannot tolerate her harsh words, which rend the innermost part of his heart and which inflict physical pain on him like poisoned sharp swords. Have I deserved this at thine hand, or lifelong loyalty and truth is this the mead? I understand thy feeling, Sita, and in sooth. Lakshman asked her whether he deserves such treatment at Sita's hand, whether this is the reward that he gets for his lifelong faithfulness and devotion. He further says that he understands her feelings and mental makeup. Therefore, he does not blame her. I blame thee not. Lakshman says that I am not blaming you, but thou mightest be less rash in judgment. Look, I go. Little I care what comes to me. Wert thou but safe. God, God keep thee so. Lakshman only wishes that she should have been less hasty in her judgment. Then he decided to go from there. He does not care what comes to him if only she were safe. He is not worried about himself at all and prays to God to keep her safe and secure. In going hence, I disregard the plainest orders of my chief. A deed for me is shoulder hard and deeply painful, but thy grief. Lakshman says that in going from there, he is leaving Sita without any protection. Thus, he is disobeying the most clear orders of his chief, his leader, Lord Ram. He has to fulfill his task, discharge his duty as a soldier, but Sita's grief and harsh language, which is wild and wrong, give him no choice but to go in order to rescue Ram. No language, wild and wrong, allow no other course. My mine be the crime, and mine alone. But oh, do thou think better of me from this time. He himself may be guilty of committing some crime, but he requests Sita to think better of him from that time onwards. So, this is the third video of this poem. Thank you so much.